This is Boue Tirlipois. The reef consists of a small head which is always covered by the sea, which drops down as a zigzag pattern with sandy bottom gullies. You finish out on the sand, approximately 30 metres, with small round boulders and rocky outcrops. We nicknamed this dive the Daffodil Alley dive after the small sunset corals you see at the end of the dive. A very small lobster's caught my eye under this rock. Here we have our old friend, the Bloody Henry starfish. This reef, as many other onshore reefs, is full of wrasse, ballan wrasse, corkwin wrasse, gold cinnies, and loads of other smaller varieties. You can see here I'm just checking along any little ledge to look for some crayfish. These small orange bits are called rust coral. The plan was made to swim along these little sandy gullies and see what we can see. From here I could see our first critter. This is a sea cucumber. These are the earthworms of the ocean. In 14 years I've only ever seen 2 of these. I carefully hold out my finger as a reference to size. One of their defences adaptations is they violently contract their muscle and jettison some of their internal organs out of their anus. Don't worry, the missing body parts are quickly regenerated. This is a crayfish. This one's loving his antennae being stroked, almost coming out of his hole to see me. Here's another sea cucumber. They're the same as starfish and sea urchins. They are kinioderms. There is currently 1,250 known species of these sea cucumbers in the world's oceans. Here you can see we're starting to zigzag back on ourselves now, and guess what? There's more sea cucumbers. It's been found that sea cucumbers contain a chemical in its skin called fucosylated glycosaminoglycan, which helps with certain types of arthritis and also cancers. In some parts of the world, these are actually eaten. I don't know if I fancy one. We are slowly heading deeper and deeper to the foot of the reef. Up until 4 years ago, I'd never actually seen the crayfish in the wild. Their numbers seem to be slowly bouncing back. Fingers crossed these become a very common sight in our waters yet again. It's really nice to see. Every hole I'm looking in at the moment, it's got the little antennae wiggling out from the holes. Here's a spiny starfish, and these seem to be the most common. Here we have a really small crayfish, about the size of my thumb. It's good to see all the crayfish are varying in sizes, which means they are mating. This is the bottom of the reef, at roughly 30 meters. As you can see, the rock formation here causes little ledges and overhangs. What I'm about to see here actually shocked me. It looked very drab and dreary before I turned the lights on. And now as I come in below this reef and look and see what life's there, it almost blows me away.
Look at that!
These are sunset cup corals. The sunset cup coral is a bright yellow orangey stony coral. It is typically solitary, but is rarely found in small groups forming pseudo-colonies. Normally found in caves and gullies or under overhangs. There seems to be a really healthy colony here. My favourites are the yellows with the orange inside. Just for comparison, I turn my light off just so you can see the difference. I'm starting to run out of bottom time now. I only have 1 minute left till deco, so I better start making my way up. Another sea cucumber next to a hedgehog sponge. There's poor Cray, waiting until he has a look round the corner. That's the beauty about reef dives. We're heading back up and we still got stuff to look at. Oh, hang on a minute, Phil's found something. This is a candy striped flatworm. I've personally never seen one of these before. After that, it's taken me into deco, so it looks like I'll be doing a minute stop before I do my safety stop. Oh, jellyfish. The other two divers have got extra time. That's because they're on a nitrox mix, which is an increased amount of oxygen in their breathing gas, which offsets the nitrogen. This means that they're not taking on the same amount of nitrogen as me, so they have got better bottom times. Phil is aware that I'm on air, so he turns around and just checks to see what bottom time I've got left. I tell him I'm ready to go up. I have a 1 minute stop at 3 meters. Now a 2 minute stop at 3 meters. I really should be heading up. Just 2 minutes on my safety stop to go, and then I can surface. This is a crystal jellyfish, almost completely transparent and colourless.
So you get the crap then. That was good, mate. You should have seen the yellows at that.
Beautiful. Oh, that's amazing. Lovely. Oh.
I love that. I've never seen so many crays. I've never seen so many sea cucumbers. Oh, it's brilliant.
Thank you for watching part 3 of the Dive Guernsey Day Out number 7, and remember, I'll catch you on the next tide.